What is up, guys? Today we're back with another video. In today's video we're going to be doing some very fast clicky button sounds. So I have a Xbox 360 controller here that is dustier than my relationships. Yeah, because it's pretty much non-existent. So it's pretty dusty as well as this controller. So we're going to be doing some fast button clicks for you. Y'all really seem to like the fight stick, the ASMR arcade fight stick video. Someone made a clip of that, and I was trying to figure out how clips and stuff work, and I was like trying to figure it out, like trying to go through the menus, and it's like so hard to go through the menus and stuff. And I finally figured out how to do it, sort of. I don't know if I can remember how to get back to it, but somebody took and clipped that, and it was like the best thing ever. Because I watched the clip, and they had taken and like cut a certain part, so it's like 30 seconds of like the best part of the video, and like I low-key am jealous because I want to download it and listen to it for myself, because I was like, I was watching it to see what it was, and then I watched it about 4 times, and I was like, dang, I made this, and like this would be perfect for background noise. So I appreciate that. I seen that. This was a little while ago though. I don't know exactly when it was. I am a big fan of Kirby. I've been talking recently in my past 2 videos about like Nintendo and stuff. I'm not the biggest Nintendo fan. It was just something that popped up in my head doing a video, and it kind of caught on, and I wanted to do a sequel to it. So I did that in the last video. And I don't know if it would work, but I don't own any Nintendo devices. I used to own a Nintendo Switch. You know, like a Nintendo Switch that's also very clicky. But I do have a couple gaming consoles. I know this is relatively old, but this is like what, post current gen, so like second gen, like post new gen or whatever, current gen. But I don't know if it'd work or not, but I've used that fight stick that I've used in videos to like program it to play like Flash games. And I know at one point I was playing a Batman game on my computer through Steam with a PS5 controller, because I'm absolutely horrendous at PC, and that's why I never picked up PC gaming. And also, all my favorite games are like exclusive to PlayStation, so I'm a PlayStation guy. Not always been that way though. But yeah. So I was wondering if I could like hook this up to my computer, my laptop, and play the Kirby Flash games that way, because I have programmed a couple controllers, and I'm sure if it has the right functions, you could program it to work. Like, I just need to be able to use the arrow keys, which is up, down, left, and right. And then I think I would need 2 action buttons, which would be like, you know, to like eat stuff. And I think he has a kick. But I don't know. If I could hook this up to my computer and play the games that way, I would probably be playing them a lot more. But yeah, I'm a PlayStation guy, but I do have an Xbox controller. The reason I'm using it for this video is I love this controller. This was one of my favorite gaming controllers. I think it's really comfortable. Although, if you use it for a long time, I do remember it being like kind of stiff and crampy. But I currently have a PS5, and it's my favorite. I don't think I could go back to Xbox now, and I wouldn't want to. Uh, but the main reason being all my favorite games are exclusive. Literally, like if I had 10 games and 9 of them are exclusive, you could like literally go through my PlayStation catalog and all my games would be gone if I moved to Xbox. That being The Last of Us 1, The Last of Us 2. Let's see, what else do I have downloaded? Like all my games are exclusive. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Those are some good examples of exclusives I have. There's a couple more I have that are exclusives. I can't think of them off the top of my head. But that's the reason I play PlayStation. I just went back to it and now it has like all my favorite games. So if I was to try to switch to a different console, which like I said I wouldn't want to, then it would be like impossible to get my favorite games. The games I do miss from Xbox are Forza. I used to love playing Forza because it was like Need for Speed, but it wasn't Need for Speed because I got to the point, I grew up on Need for Speed and I got to the point where I hated it. And Forza was like exactly what I wanted. Like it was a happy environment where everybody wasn't just like a show off, and it wasn't like, I don't know, like it was just a normal game, you know, and you could drive and free roam. It was like what you wanted to do in life. You had unlimited money and liked cars. You could just drive, and then there was like a story, but mainly I just drove. I remember when Forza 5 came out, I played it when it debuted, and I remember they added like the jungles and like safaris and stuff. And I was tearing it up in some like dune buggies and like some Broncos and stuff like that. But I started out gaming. On a PS2. I went through 3 PS2s. That's a lot. I went through 3 PS2s. I'm trying not to say PS3. I went through 3 PS2s. One of them had a broken laser. The other one just fell off of a shelf and stopped working. And I think the disc tray was also jammed in it. And then I got my third one. My third one lasted a while. I think I started like doing bad, like getting bad grades or something. And I think I just got out of gaming too. Like I didn't have time for it and I was occupied with other stuff. And then years later, I played on an Xbox 360 for about a couple of years. And then I switched over to PS3 because PS3 had free online gaming. It was like crazy. Like you could play online, you didn't have to pay for it. I think it's crazy that PS3 done that at one point. Like every console was making you pay to like play online, but like PS3 was just like, yeah, we're not going to charge you anything now. We're not ever going to charge you to play online. It was like crazy to me. So I played PS3, and then I later upgraded years later and got a PS4. This is where things get weird again. I wound up switching to Xbox, and I got an Xbox One X because it was like the upgraded version of that generation consoles. So I went from a standard PS4 to an Xbox One X. And then from the Xbox One X, I went back to my standard PS4 to get used to PS5 because I decided I wanted to get back into Spider-Man, and it was going to be like just playing it just for Spider-Man because I had it laying around still, And then that later transformed into me just buying a PS5. So I bought a PS5 and I've been gaming on a PS5 ever since. And that's how I got introduced to games like The Last of Us, the other Spider-Man games that weren't around at the release of the PS4. I'm really trying to think. There's a lot more exclusives I have on my PlayStation, but I can't think of them. I have to like think of them or like write them in the comments or something. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the video for tonight. I took and uploaded another video a couple hours before this. I did not film a video yesterday. I'm really tired. I can't talk. I did not film a video yesterday, but I record after midnight, so my videos would be coming out the following day anyways, or the next day. So I went to bed and then woke up and filmed a video before this in the evening, uploaded it before midnight. I think it went up at like 11 p.m. Sunday. This is currently Monday for me, but it's still, I call it Sunday night. And yeah, so if you're wondering why 2 videos came out so close together, that would be why, because I did film one and release one earlier this evening. But that's it, guys. I'm not going to hold you any longer. You came for ASMR. The ASMR is over, so I will see y'all in the next video. I hope y'all like this video.